My name is Scott Schote from AgileAssets, and this video is a brief introduction to integration between the bridge management and maintenance management systems. This is the type of integration I wish I had when I was a bridge management engineer, and it's a piece missing from most bridge management systems. So why is this integration important? On the one hand, you have inspectors in the field assessing structural damage, making notes on deficiencies, and recommending bridge work. And in an entirely separate area of DOT, you have maintenance forces assigning and performing repair work. And a lot of that information about completed work never makes it back into the BMS. As a result, the bridge management section's only indication that work was done on a bridge happens after the next inspection when a bridge comes out with a better rating. And that could be a year or more after the work was completed. Imagine working in the bridge management section and being in the dark about all the bridge work going on and having to request that information from bridge maintenance on a regular basis just to stay updated. It doesn't have to be this way. So let's go back into the system and show how information and functionality is shared between the BMS and the MMS. So in order to share a work plan with the maintenance system, I first need to select which work plan I want to share. If you recall, work plans are output from the scenarios I run. So I will pick a scenario for current preservation funding and copy those recommended projects into the new work plan I will share with maintenance. I'll pick only those projects from year one. Looking at the list of recommended projects, let me look at this one here. Now, bridge management treatments are mapped to maintenance activities. Why is that? Because BMS treatments can be very specific while maintenance activities are more general in nature. You can see how they are mapped here. Looking at several different deck treatments from the BMS, on the maintenance side, they would simply be classified as deck repair. Now let's have a look inside the maintenance management system and see how work plans shared by the bridge management system can be issued as work requests in maintenance. So for this bridge here, B638, you see there's about $11,000 of work recommended, and the man hours for this work are about 173. If the maintenance manager chooses to do this work, all it takes is a right click to issue work, and a wizard window comes up which allows some details to be input before it finally gets added to the task list here at the bottom of the screen. Next, you would assign a work crew to this task under the column named responsible crew, which I suppose is better than an irresponsible crew. And the final step is to activate the task. Let's say there was another bridge in the area you also want to assign to this crew. All you'd have to do is select the activity and right-click Add to Selected Task. This task will now be added to this crew's responsibility as shown here at the lower right of the screen in the Work Target window. Also, the total man hours get updated as well to account for the two tasks. Now let's go to see In Progress Tasks. Our newly created task is at the bottom of the list here. And if we select the activity, it can be verified by checking the Location Asset tab here at the bottom. Let's assign some bridge crew members, and the system will create the day cards when you select the Make Day Cards button. If you need to adjust the start date of the work, you can also do that easily, and the system will update the end date because the total duration of work is already known. And you see on the lower right that we have all the day cards for this work crew. Now there are a few more steps here that were covered in the maintenance management system demo, so instead of showing those again, let's return to the bridge inventory window and find the bridges that we just assigned work to in the maintenance management system. Let's select the bridge and go over to the Bridge Works tab. And there you see the work that we just assigned for this bridge. Some of the fields in here will get updated once the maintenance manager goes in and approves all the work and finalizes it. But if we click on Yes under the tab called Labor DC Exists column, you see the window that shows all the day cards for the crew. And remember, we're now in the bridge area of the system and no longer in the MMS. So it's really cool how the system shares information across modules to give you the flexibility and usefulness that you're looking for in an enterprise asset management system. This completes the BMS MMS integration, item 12.